is nooit wat je denkt dat het zegt, zeg.
Niks is wat het lijkt. Ja. Begin alweer.
Martin Jol, this is your first day at Ajax. What is your impression of the club?
No, I thought they were great people. You know, I've met them this morning, and we had a cup of coffee. And you know, it's a perfect club. Everybody knows it. It's the biggest club in Holland. So for me, it's a big challenge.
You met Ajax many times as a player, you made your debut as a player, and last year you met them with Hamburg in the UEFA Cup. What was your impression of the team?
No, first of all, in the past I played against Ajax a couple of times. We beat them here, but then they played in the Olympic Stadium. That was different with Johan Cruyff. I beat them once here with my second club, Ajax, in the arena, but that was almost impossible. And, especially in the earlier days, you couldn't beat Ajax over here. Nowadays, they still got a great young team, so the main thing is development. And if you develop these players, you know, I think the results will come, and it's a big club, as I said.
Congratulations with the appointment of Martin Jol as manager of Ajax. How difficult was it to find the right man?
Yeah, when you have succeeded like we did now, then it's always easy to look back and say, oh, it was not that difficult. But up front it was, let's say, a difficult process, because you start with defining what your selection at this moment as Ajax need and if it fits your vision. So after doing that, there's a lot of trainers available in Europe, but you need someone with fits with our team. So that made it more difficult to find a type like Martin. But in the end, I can say we succeeded. So, and we did it in 2.5 weeks. So after all, I think that's okay. That's okay.
Martin Jol has a lot of responsibilities, not only the first team, but also other technical matters.
Yeah, we've chosen, let's say, the English model, which, of course, with a man like Martin is easier because he has such a lot of experience. If you look to youth education, but in all other areas also. He's been training in Holland, made a lot of champions in lower divisions. He's been training in the English Premier League. He's been training in the last year in the German league. So it's a person with a lot of, let's say, responsibilities which he can bear. So he has a vision. He has a certain way of working, so we were not hesitating to make sure that he is overall the boss of the football department.
What are your expectations for the coming period?
It's always difficult. I mean, in the last 10 years we have presented a lot of trainers, as we know. And you start with a lot of ambition, and you know what kind of goals you want to accomplish. And I think let's stay realistic. I mean, it's a new coach. Of course, we have a steady team which stay together. Let's hope that we can keep it together in the coming weeks for next year. So we have to play for a championship. We want to, let's say, in good Dutch, survive the winter and be still on the European leagues at that time. And we have to, let's say, continue the building of our team and our club. And yes, of course, I would like to say we want to be champion next year. Of course we want to be champion. That's our ambition, that's our goal. But let's see if it's realistic in the coming months, because after a few months you can see if it's possible to get that out of this team.
You were successful at different clubs. How would you describe yourself as a trainer?
I think I've read it in the paper. I'm the most experienced coach in the Eredivisie. Of course, I worked in England for Tottenham. I worked here in Holland for 2 clubs, and I was in Germany. Yeah, the only thing which is probably nice that I'm the only Dutch coach who played in England, Germany, and Holland, and I was a coach in Germany, England, and Holland. So I know everything about Western Europe, about the teams, but for me, Ajax, of course, it's an open book, because everybody in Holland knows that Ajax is the biggest club in Holland. So I'm looking forward to working.
Ja, heel breed. Kin omhoog. Addition.